go drink some water. Hey guys, welcome to the today's video. Today's video it's a little dark. I just wanted to like get my reaction out there to like help share it some more, and I'm hoping you share it too because I seen the views on this. I think it was like a couple 100,000. It kind of needs some exposure. So I'm hoping you all do the same, like share it out and just give it some exposure because Roblox they need to take better action against things like this because this went on for way too long. With that being said, like, subscribe, comment. This guy's a filthy scumbag, and share it if you can. This video covers a disturbing real-world incident involving what?
When I first learned about Arnold, I only knew him by his online aliases. He named himself Shadletsky after one of Roblox's founders, John Shadletsky, and liked convincing people that he was his brother. Seems legit, right? Over the span of 5 years, Arnold went from being one of Roblox's highest paid developers to being indicted on 2 felonies, facing 2 life sentences and $500,000.
Holy sh! 2 life sentences? What the?
Developers to being indicted on 2
Transportation of a minor with intent to engage in criminal sexual. What? What in the world?
felonies, facing 2 life sentences and $500,000 in fines. From what I understand, all of the
Yeah, how much do they get paid? So about 15. Okay, I'm pretty sure that was a paycheck, I guess.
paid developers to being indicted on 2 felonies, facing 2 life sentences and $500,000 in fines.
Good. Yeah, good. Yeah, you don't deserve to see light after sitting there doing what you did. What? It was transportation of a mind. Yeah, you can rot, buddy boy. What was his name? Jacob? Yeah, Jacob, you can rot.
He's facing 2 life sentences and $500,000 in fines.
Scum.
From what I understand, all of this started in 2017. Arnold was in the early stages of creating a Sonic the Hedgehog spin-off game called Sonic Simulator. Here's a video from his YouTube channel showing off an early prototype.
Wow, that looks like trash.
I gotta say, Arnold's a pretty talented developer. His game got 90 million visits, it was well monetized, fully voiced, and it had a decently sized
Okay, that was early. Okay.
community.
No, it's still in the butt.
And that's where the problems began. It was no secret that Arnold was very sexually inappropriate when he spoke with his fans. He even admitted to this in his video, responding to the document allegations.
Pretty common knowledge that these jokes were being made in my community. Maybe not to the extent it actually occurred.
Hold. How to get rid of it? Can't rape anyone. He has erectile dysfunction. Bro, there's too many dicks for too little. Yo! I miss the days when he was in the basement. He ate the cotton pick. Oh. At least the kids you got in your bed. What is... Lock all these people up!
But definitely known. So far,
we are so many. I'm the real. What's behind the blurred?
to the point where
Alive inside.
I was known as the old man with kids in his basement.
We'll come back to this video later. There's one user in particular that Arnold became very involved with, who we'll call Sarah. Sarah was 12 years old in 2017. Arnold was 24. He knew exactly how old she was, but this didn't stop him from sending her sexually charged messages. You're 12.
Excuse me? Best No. Alive inside. Yo, what the This is starting to make my blood boil. Oh my lord. Thank goodness you're doing 2 life sentences. Helps. And you know what they do with pedophiles in prison?
But this didn't stop him from sending her sexually charged messages. You're 12. I expect you to be a little slow on the upbringing, but soon I'll corrupt you beyond your wildest dreams.
Oh my God. Holy, that really did not feel great.
End me, please. No, I'll rape.
I've never been provoked to want to strangle someone through a screen. That changed today. the amount of disgust that was coursing through my body, I just couldn't fathom. Excuse me. If I wasn't in this house, I'd be screaming at the top of my lungs right now. Ooh, what the is that? You sick bastard. Oh my, my blood is on the surface of the sun right now. I'm only a minute in and I am, okay.
You instead. You're the reason I'm gonna end up behind bars.
Yeah, you're in bars now, buddy. You're in bars now. You're doing 2 life sentences.
Well, that one aged well. These are just a few of the messages Arnold sent to this young girl, and she wasn't the only one. Nonetheless, he managed to dodge being exposed for his pedophilic antics for another 3 years,
How?
during which his
Like,
game...
how? I don't understand how. After being like that such high level at Roblox, how on earth did you not get completely bombed?
and subsequent popularity exploded. In September of 2020, I got a message from one of my viewers based in Japan. He sent me a tweet with a link to a Google Doc showing Arnold's exchanges with Sarah. That same day, Arnold uploaded a response video acknowledging that the things he said were inappropriate, but that they were just jokes.
No, you don't joke. You simply don't just joke about raping a 12-year-old. You don't do that. Joke or not, that's not even something to joke about. No! What? Just saying that in and of itself is just like, no. It's...
My sense of humor has always been very harsh, dark humor, if you will. And while it doesn't excuse my behavior, it does reveal that I had no intention on moving on any of the things I
You're sick. Even if that was a joke, you're sick.
said.
By the way, Arnold uses a voice changer to make his voice sound deeper. Here's what he actually sounds like.
Moving forward, I will not have this behavior. This shouldn't have been a joke in the first place.
He also brings in a handful of people to give
I ain't gonna lie. He sound like a weirdo. Like, sound like a weirdo.
testimonials on how he's totally not a pedophile. It's worth mentioning every single one of these people were on his payroll.
Hey there, my name is Charlie. I'm currently 17 and I work at SEO as a graphics lead.
Hello, I am Dead Inside Sonic. I've known Jaden for the past 4 or 5 years. I am a contributor to the Roblox game Sonic Eclipse.
This is Panic. I've been a part of SEO's community since 2018. I do animation and modeling work.
I want to start off by saying I've known Jaden for 5 years, and all the years I've known him for, he was very careful with what he said because he knows not to step over the fine line.
Yeah, I was about to say, hard cap. That's hard cap. Like, he paying you good, huh?
Joking around.
Obviously, the DMs that were exchanged between Jaden and the victims were not okay. There is no excuse for that.
I'm not excusing what he said, but it was never meant to be handled seriously.
However, this doesn't give him the excuse to talk to these young individuals like that at all. Though he is not a pedophile.
No, he is not a... It seems like only pedophiles look like that. Like,
Jaden is by no means a pedophile.
He understands the clear dividing line between jokes and serious, harmful actions against others.
let's talk about sleeping and talking. You think that's serious? Right.
I'm just saying what he did was extremely wrong, and I agree with you all with that, but he's not a fucking pedophile.
No,
Jaden
he is.
clearly knew
Wait.
his boundaries
He is.
and did not want to indulge in anything illegal for
That's cap.
his own safety and the safety of the victims.
Towards the end of the video, he
Pretty sure he got the chance. He would. Yeah. The way he's talking, it seems like he would.
shifts the blame onto the 12-year-old.
Man's on some EDP timing. Maybe if he got caught, he was like, "Oh no, I just came here to get a cupcake." I'm like,
and calls her an attention seeker.
First things first.
He shifts the blame onto the 12-year-old and calls her an attention seeker.
of course you did. Of course you did. It's just like none of this is my doing. She's just seeking attention. I know I made a joke about I'm gonna get demonetized. It's not like I get paid anyways, but it's not like I joked about, doing sexual things with her. It's just attention seeking. Like,
First things first, Red, what I said to you earlier about my apology was completely sincere, and I hope you can someday let go of this hatred. However, I will call you out on this because you cannot be claiming to be an angel. Red has no problem admitting that she craves
I may be a borderline pedophile, guys, but don't listen to everything she's saying. She craves attention. Look, like, you're weird still.
attention. Her behavior before anything else really just kind of screams it.
This video was infuriating to me, not just because he was downplaying what he did, but because his games were still up, his community was siding with him.
I don't see a man willing to wait for someone to turn legal. Let me read that one more time. I only see man willing to wait for someone to turn legal age. How many people like Mini Lad took advantage, however he was willing to wait?
And he was on track to completely get away with it. So I spoke up. I made a few tweets denouncing him that caught the attention of a Roblox staff member on the developer relations team. I explained the situation to him. I gave him the email address of Sarah's mom, and I also showed him the video of Arnold admitting that the screenshots were real. Since the video is over half an hour long, I created my own video breaking it down in less than 7 minutes. Surprisingly, Arnold's main account was deleted not long after my conversation with this staff member. Arnold, however, prepared for this. By his own admission, the account they deleted wasn't his biggest source of income, and his revenue almost tripled after he was exposed. By the end of the month, his game was still up, he was still receiving payments from Roblox, and no one had even bothered to reach out to Sarah's mom. I shared my frustration with the staff member, calling Roblox's response weak, saying, if DevRel really wanted to protect their users, they'd have deleted his game and curbed his Roblox income. Roblox's bottom line depends on parents trusting the company with their kids' safety, and that's not going to happen.
You really have sitting here basically a pedophile, and you just
happen if this is the response to child predators. Around October 14th, the holder account for Arnold's development group was deleted, but Roblox was too slow. Just days before, Arnold transferred ownership of the group to one of his friends, meaning the funds from his game were still accessible. 2 weeks later, he tweeted, "Thanks for driving more money to my game, man. Geez, you guys are really fucking stupid by giving me all this publicity."
you're asking for it to get I hope it got shut down. I hope by the end of this crap fest got shut down.
After all this, Roblox still wouldn't take down his game, so on November 9th, I called my local police to file a report on him. I spoke with a detective who really seemed like he wanted to help, but since I didn't know anything about Arnold's real identity, there wasn't much they could do. The only people who could have known who he actually was Roblox. Since Arnold was approved for the developer exchange, they must have had all his personal info. Had someone at Roblox been the one to make that call, it's my belief that Arnold would have been arrested years ago.
Oh yeah. Let's believe it.
In January of 2021, a Roblox account called Warhead Management was created and had the group transferred to it. I messaged the staff member about it, and it got deleted almost immediately. 1 week later, Arnold's friend successfully appealed the ban, saying he was the true owner of the account and had nothing to do with the situation. The account was unbanned on January 22nd. Less than 4 months later, Arnold posted a YouTube video showing that he's still the owner of the game. I also noticed the same Discord server he was using to procure underage girls was still linked on his game's page. I messaged the staff member asking if they could remove it, and his response was, "They can just add it back."
Sorry, okay, we can't really do anything. You can add it back. So sucks. Sorry, but how are we getting this much evidence that some dude on your site is a pedophile, and you just you're literally having it thrown in your face. This dude's kind of a pedophile. You should probably remove his games off the site and get rid of him. They just add it back. So you're just gonna keep his shit out there? Like,
things stayed pretty quiet until December. A channel called People Make Games released a video on the shadier sides of Roblox, which included an interview with Sarah herself, where she admits that watching Arnold's response video made her self-harm. People were rightfully upset at how badly Roblox fumbled this situation. 2 weeks later, Sega, the owners of the Sonic trade,
Oh, we got the big dogs in it now. Please tell me to delete the game,
filed a
please.
copyright notice against Roblox, demanding that they take down Arnold's game.
Thank you.
In 2022, a group of highly skilled people made a breakthrough in finding Arnold's identity. I won't get into specifics on how they found him, but they narrowed down his real name, his city, his family members, and
Holy, they doxed the piss out of him.
when one of my viewers told me Arnold had disappeared, he wasn't talking in his Discord server or responding to messages. A few people thought he... As it turns out, Arnold had been arrested by the FBI.
What? What did the FBI find? It was the FBI. I'm pretty sure they were snooping on him the entire time or something like that.
Breaking news tonight at 6 o'clock. 22-year-old Arnold Castillo of New Jersey is facing federal charges. The reason we're covering this
In December, he took interest in another underage girl from his Discord server. This girl was 15. Arnold was 28.
My blood is doing hot right now. The sick bastard. Yeah, let's keep going.
And he decided to bribe an Uber driver $1,000 to have her picked up and transported 700 miles across state lines to his home in New Jersey. When her mom noticed she was missing, she called the police. 2 days passed before she was able to meet with a sergeant and a detective at police headquarters, where she told them about Arnold. She knew of him by his fake name.
700 miles. What is wrong?
And the fact that a few months prior he had placed orders on Amazon to her house, including several $1,000s worth of electronics that were canceled after the delivery deadline was missed. The police got a hold of Arnold over the phone, and of course he claimed his name was Jacob Shedletsky and that he lived in California. He gave them copies of his Amazon transactions, and when they asked why his billing address was in New Jersey, he told them he has an associate living there who conducts all of his transactions for him. Less than a week later, police got a hold of his messages to the 15-year-old, found his IP address, and traced it to the same home address linked to his Amazon account.
Yup.
On May 11th,
Gotcha.
special agents with the FBI initiated physical surveillance on Arnold's apartment, and within minutes spotted him with the missing 15-year-old. They arrested him on the spot. Arnold has since pled not guilty, and his trial is scheduled for November 7th.
Yeah, we know how that turned out. Endangering. That's crazy. They sure like they were kicking rocks trying to. Let me guess. I'm guessing this all came out once he got arrested and sentenced to life in prison. Yeah, for sure. And Roblox has a zero tolerance policy for endangering children. This includes any predatory behavior, including attempting to befriend a child in order to manipulate and exploit them. Such flashing children in any way, engaging in sexual conversation or soliciting sexual material from minors, sharing, requesting, or discussing child sexual exploitation imagery. He did all of that, basically. And he did jack of all. Like, my blood is scorched right now. And it sucks. Really hate that he actually managed to get that little girl 700 miles away from her home, and yet she actually got there. I'm hoping he really did nothing to her. And you sick bastard.